I was born in Harlem Hospital and raised in Dyckman Projects, which is in the Washington Heights area of Upper Manhattan, right before you reach the Bronx. I'm West African from Sierra Leone, Freetown, and I pretty much grew up around a lot of Dominican people. So I would say that my upbringing was very, very diverse, and this was one of the main things that allowed me to be so welcoming to other cultures, and want to be so diverse as an adult. Growing up with different types of cultures around me. I honestly knew I was a creative from when I would play sports. My first loves before I fell into the realm of fashion was my first sport that I claimed was track and field, and then tennis, and then primarily basketball is what really exposed my mind to how creative I can be as an athlete. So I would say immediately, before I was 8 or even 10 years old, I knew I was a creative. I believe fashion was something that I appreciated from different people's culture. So I would love to see how different people from different regions of the world express themselves with their fashion, whether it be, length or asymmetrical cuts or color or just the design component, just the type of designs that were in fabrics. I really fell in love with that. And that's really what ultimately made me understand that I wanted to be a part of fashion and make clothing myself. I consider myself self-taught and self-made as far as the fashion industry is concerned. I honestly found my motivation to want to become a designer from when I worked in the music industry, and I was honestly just in the room, just in the room, seeing the behind the scenes of how things went down as far as clothing certain artists and certain producers, and that really inspired me to want to be a part and want to create more possibilities in fashion for those kind of entertainers. 4L's designs are more so for a somebody. It's really not about gender with 4L. It's about the type of person that's in the garment rather than the orientation of the person. So absolutely, my brand is very gender neutral, as I am myself very gender neutral. I describe my own personal style as tomboy chic, so I really don't dress as a gender. I dress as a feeling. I really love clothing with detail and discovery, and clothing with character, clothing that makes you think forward or makes you think of more possibilities in design. I love clothing like that. I maintain the balance in my life by, keeping a positive mind, surrounding myself with very positive and very influential people, people that are doing what I'm doing or doing more than what I'm doing, and just staying in my lane, not really worrying about what's going on to the left or right of me, and just staying focused on my own journey. The future of 4 Leaders is endless. I see a lot of possibilities in and out of fashion. I would love to be a part of mentoring a lot of the inner city youth that need light and need assistance in this world. And I just really want to be a part of the change and a part of the future growth of this world and of this planet. So if I can start with fashion, then that's great. But I see 4 Leaders being as big as the world wants it to be.